my new diet. You see, my skin is like glowing. It did not have that before. Day 4, let's just say, trying to eat more like whole foods adds a lot more fiber to my diet. And this is TMI, but you remember those quinoa tacos that I had the other night? Went right through me. So, I have officially made it 1 week on my new plant-based diet. I realize just because you say you're on a plant-based diet or if you are on a vegan diet that, you know, that's not necessarily healthy, okay? You can eat potato chips, you can have all the inflammatory oils, you can have all the sugar. That's still vegan, not good for you. I've been trying to stick with things that are actually nourishing for my body and are giving me the nutrients that I need to try to heal my gut and just be as healthy as I can be during my cancer journey. A diet is not sustainable, or a way of eating is not sustainable if you do not allow yourself to have those meals that are not perfect. If you expect yourself to be perfect, you're not gonna stick with it because it's not possible to be perfect. With that being said, it's a lazy Sunday. I'm gonna allow myself to be lazy and make frozen pizza. Also, while at Whole Foods, got some, you see that? Vegan chocolate chip cookies. I just needed a cookie, right? Sometimes you just need to eat a freaking cookie. Day 10, I think, 11. Still going strong on the plant-based diet. I'm happy to say that the bloating and nausea that I was experiencing prior, I have not experienced that. Feeling good, but I don't know, obviously, if it's due to my change in diet or if it's just because I've had longer to recover from my last treatment. If you missed my last video, the oncologist decided to hold off on treatment this time due to the side effects I was having. So yeah, with that being said, I don't know, it could just be coincidence. It could be the way I'm eating, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say hello.
Hi.
Are we about to go on a hike?
Yay.
Okay, all right, so yeah. Potatoes.
Olives.
Yes.
Backpack.
Backpack. All right, get off the table. Just had my first tofu scramble. I have no idea what the heck I put in it, but it was really good. And threw some chimichurri sauce on top.
Phew. I had a strip and
Did you have sweet potatoes?
yeah, and eggs.
Eggs. So she had scrambled eggs. I had scrambled tofu. Day 12, I believe. Yeah, day 12. I have chia seeds in my teeth. Enjoying a nice little vegan protein shake. It's literally oat milk, which is just the dairy-free milk that I like the best, with, I'll link the protein powder that I use below, but it's just a plant-based protein powder. It recommends 2 scoops. I only use 1. I feel like it has a little bit of added sugar that I don't need, but I do use it on days that I feel like I haven't gotten enough protein in. I also like to add like a tablespoon or 2 of chia seeds to this protein drink. That's what these little specks are in there that look kind of weird. and that are getting stuck in my teeth. Yeah, it's just a nice little like recovery drink. I did have the time to do a little strength training workout while Capri was napping today, so this is like my recovery drink from that. But yeah, it's really good, really enjoyable, and I highly recommend. All right, I have made it 2 weeks since starting my plant-based diet. So I thought I would do a more formal sit down and discuss how it's gone. 2 weeks in the grand scheme of things is not that long to stick with the diet, but I've had lots of people asking how it's going, so thought I would do just a quick update and share with you guys today. So things that I wanted to share are just number one, how it's going. Number two, how I plan to move forward. Number three, I thought I would share how I've been planning my meals, because as you know, I'm planning meals for myself on this plant-based diet, as well as planning meals for my family who is not on a plant-based diet. I cannot talk today, I'm sorry. Lastly, I thought I would share some of my favorite recipes that I've made and some that were not so great. So here we go. First of all, 2 weeks down, I feel really good. My digestion is in a really good place. I mentioned in a previous clip in this video, like I definitely have noticed some things on this diet that are pretty, I don't know, pretty big staples in a vegan diet. Like quinoa goes right through me. That's something that my digestive system, like the fiber in that, just like does not stick with me. So it's something that I know moving forward, I probably just shouldn't have a whole lot of. I'm kind of learning like what my body likes and what it doesn't. But that's really been the only thing that I've noticed, like my body just like cannot handle. So I have to take it in small portions. But yeah, feeling good. My bloating and nausea, I have not experienced at all. If I have felt any sort of like discomfort, it's really been from lack of sleep, which is not at all having to do with my digestion right now and having to do with other side effects for my treatment. So that'll be another update for another day. So as far as what I'm eating, I feel like my body is responding well to it, and I'm really happy about it. I've also had people asking if I'm doing any sort of supplements, and I am not at this point. My goal was to try to eat in a way that I don't have to supplement a lot, because I feel like that can be a very slippery slope. And then before you know it, you're supplementing all of your vitamins and minerals with supplements and not with food. And I am a strong believer that the vitamins and minerals that you need in your body, you don't need supplements for. You can get them from Whole Foods. You can get vitamin D from going outside for 10 minutes. Like, I'm just a big believer in that. Do your research. As of right now, I'm not taking supplements. Maybe I'll choose to in the future, but as of right now, I feel like my body is responding really well. Am I choosing to stick with this diet? Yes, I am gonna stick with it. I will have labs done at my oncologist's office this week. So I'm curious to see what my labs show, if there's any sort of difference in my labs since starting this diet. The last time I went to the oncologist and had labs drawn, my glucose was low. I think this is the first time it's ever shown low glucose for me, but I think that's because I was like, my digestion was not recovered at that point. My gut was like, things weren't absorbing the right way. I don't know if that even makes sense, but like, we knew that my digestion was off, and I'm guessing that's why my glucose was low, but I'm curious to see what my labs show this week. So I will keep you posted on that. As for planning meals for my family, I feel like I've done a pretty good job. I really just scroll through Pinterest or I watch other people's YouTube videos to get ideas on recipes and kind of go from there. So if I see something that is a vegan substitute for some other like non-vegan meal, like the quinoa taco meat that I made regular taco meat for my family and I made the quinoa taco meat for me. So everything else within that meal is the same. I just substitute certain things. So I make a meal plan, like breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, any desserts. Like I make that plan for the entire week. I've been going grocery shopping on Sunday afternoons or Monday mornings and just getting everything I need for that week. I will share those meal plans here and you can kind of see some meal ideas. I've also inserted clips throughout this videos. I will also share some of my favorite recipes in the description box below. For instance, I really did love the quinoa and black bean taco meat that I made. The flavor was so good. Like I said, I should not have eaten 4 tacos is the deal. I should have stopped at like 2 and then maybe like had like a salad or something else on the side, but like that much quinoa was not a good idea for me personally. But the flavor of those, so good. And then I had a ton left over and I ended up using that. We had a taco casserole the following week. And so I used the leftover quinoa and stuff, that mixture, in a smaller taco casserole for me. And so my family had normal taco casserole, normal taco meat, and I had the quinoa one in like a smaller casserole dish. And it was super, super easy. Yeah, so that was successful. I really loved this ramen dish that we made. Looking back, I will definitely be making this again. It's probably my favorite meal that I've made since making this new diet change. But I will say I added, the recipe calls for a lot of like sweet chili sauce, sweet chili. Anyways, it was way too much for the rest of my family. Nick and my kids like can't do spicy stuff. Actually, I think the kids handled it a little bit better than Nick did. I love spicy. If you like spicy foods, check out that recipe in the description box below because it is so good. So good. I'm gonna make it again for me for like lunches and stuff. I made it with chicken for my family and I made it, I didn't add tofu, but I probably could have and it would have been really good. But I just put some mushrooms in mine just for a little bit of added protein. But yeah, really good. So those were probably my 2 favorites. One meal that I didn't really like, and maybe I should, I don't know, work on my technique a little bit, but we had made chicken fajitas, and I substituted the chicken for myself. I did roasted chickpeas. Saw this recipe on Pinterest, thought it looked good, sounded interesting. But I'm so used to using like chicken thighs in my fajitas that like the chickpeas were so dry because chicken thighs just like, they're so fatty and they just sit in all their like greasy goodness. And chickpeas, like it was just so dry. So I had to add like some sauce and salsa and stuff to like not dry my mouth out basically. So that was really the only meal that just like wasn't that great, but I feel like maybe if I play around with it a little bit more next time it'll be better, or maybe I'll just do tofu instead of chicken. I will link some of my favorite recipes in the description box below. I have also really enjoyed watching certain people's videos to get meal ideas, and my very favorite, I'm like obsessed with her channel right now, Julia Ayers, and she has some really like interesting recipes. She shares so many like what I eat in a week or what I eat in a day, And I have just been so inspired by her videos. And she's also recently come out with a cookbook. Go check her out. I'll link her channel in the description box as well, because I think it is great inspiration. I will continue to keep you guys updated through this process, through vlogs and whatnot. But yeah, this is just like a quick little mini update. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And make sure to turn your notification bells on to see when I post a I'm not good at my like YouTube talk. Like, subscribe, notifications. Turn on your notification bells to be notified of a new video whenever I post one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.